In this video, I'm going to talk to you about nannies and housekeepers in Thailand. And I'm going to tell you, it's been 4 months since I've actually had to spend one day by myself during the work week, mind you, parenting alone. Reason being, I had to fire my nanny. Stay tuned to Mr. Black Adventures. I'm going to tell you why and some of the warning signs to look out for. So if you haven't met, this is little Junebug. She's the one that's going to be slowing down our travel videos for a little while, but we got some videos coming up that she's going to be a part of. So yeah, that's her introduction. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about nannies and housekeepers in Thailand and just all, you know, when you come over here, I'm thinking, right, one of my biggest fascinations was, hey, you come to Thailand, you can have a housekeeper for cheap. I don't know if you're in the market for kids. I wasn't in the market for kids at the time, but you know, now we are. So you can get a nanny for affordable rates. And mind you, I have had a housekeeper in the States. We had a really big house, and it was really a necessity with 2 dogs and 2 cats running around the whole house. You just couldn't keep up with it. It was impossible. So it's not something I haven't done in the States. Here it's different. Here it is cheaper. Here it is more frequent. And here there are more options. And in the last week, I've actually had 2 nannies. 2 were moved in, 2 were fired. So I want to give you guys some tips about things that I've learned. Loyalty is key. Yeah, what you said, isn't that right? She said, yes, it is. Loyalty is key. The first one wasn't very good at that. We caught her in a few lies. My advice, get some cameras. You got to protect your child. And, you know, that's the test, right? You know, I gave her a couple chances. I was like, hey, I know you lied. It's on camera. Like, it's right there. You want to see the video. And, you know, we just couldn't get past that. And then the next one comes in here, and she says, hey, you know, I want to get paid the full amount of my salary while you're on vacation. Let's say, for instance, for a month, right? And I said, so you want to make about $800 for no services rendered. Now, mind you, that's a thing in Thailand, but you still got to try to negotiate. And honestly, I can't really get with that, because the reason why I had a problem with this one was I said, hey, is it okay if we like maybe split some of that and we just bank some overtime hours, since you're getting paid for doing nothing anyway? Why don't we do like a 50-50? Like half of it you keep and half of it you pay us back in overtime later on. She couldn't get with that. So she's out. So some tips I would mention to you, right? What do you think? Yes? Yes? Some tips I would mention to you would be do a contract. At least have a draft contract that gives you a baseline for what you expect, what they expect, before you even get started. I've had contracts for both, and it's not going to help you from lying. It's not going to help you from stealing, or thieves, whatever. And it's not going to help you for, you know, just misunderstandings. And obviously the most important thing is a daughter, right? So you want to find the right fit that meets your daughter. But there's a lot of things you don't think about. And some things most people don't know is there's that 13th month bonus. 13 months. I pay you. Let's start with salaries too. The average salary in my area, downtown, is about, the cheapest I've really seen is 24,000 baht, which is the equivalent of about 650 in US dollars. The high I've seen so far has been 30,000 baht, which is the equivalent of about $900. And that's a salary for 1 month. That's a salary for 5 days. And that is them working basically about 10 hours with the lunch included. You may be able to get somebody who works extra if they want to. That is a live-in price. They're living in your house. They're eating your food. You're paying for food. And that's kind of the rate that I'm seeing. So just if you guys wanted to gauge that, because I know that was a big question, like, how much should I be paying? Well, it depends. It really does depend. It depends where you get the nanny from, because the nannies, it's a cult. It's a cult of nannies that talk to each other so they don't get screwed. And I respect that, because hey, this is what I got from those guys. This is what I got from them. Well, you know, whatever. So anyway, overtime. Let's talk about overtime. Overtime, for the most part, has been 200 baht, which is about $6 an hour. It's been pretty consistent, that number. Most people aren't bending. This annual bonus thing, though, is crazy. On the 13th month, they get a bonus of their 1 month salary. I want you guys to think about that. Like, if I got a bonus for my, and it's not measured by performance. It's expected, no matter how good or bad they're doing. The 13th month, they get 1 month salary. So if they're making $750 a month, they're getting a $750 bonus. That, let's say you started in January, December, the next January coming around, boom, you're paying out 14. I guess travel, you definitely want to cover travel. You should be expecting to pay the transportation, the flights, the food, the hotel. Basically, you're taking care of an adult who's taking care of your kid. I mean, as you should to some degree, but I don't think everybody knows that. So just be aware, that's what is expected. How you negotiate it is a whole nother story. Oh, let's talk about holidays. So all Thai holidays are expected. For the most part, about 13 of them. Now, I'm a nice guy. I actually include sick days too. And I'm even nicer because I actually have a penalty built into mine if you don't show up to work. Especially if we have to take off leave, you're going to pay a penalty because you're on salary. So there's no way you can say, hey, I don't want to go to work. And basically, I'm still paying you salary. So that's not going to work. So you're going to get dock pay. That's built into my contract. You don't like it? Oh well. But something to protect you. Once again, I've been here about 4 years. I've seen a lot. We've had quite a few nannies. We've had quite a few housekeepers. Isn't that right? But you haven't seen all of them. You haven't seen all of them. It's not as lavish as it sounds at all. I mean, it's hard to say like having a nanny is not the greatest thing in the world. Having a housekeeper every day or every 2 days, whatever, is not the greatest in the world. It's a convenience, but it's a headache. So if you guys have any questions, you want some more tips or anything like that, I'm trying to keep this video a little short. But it's just been my experience with housekeepers housekeeper and nannies, thinking it was going to be just the most amazing thing. And you know what? Honestly, me and my wife were saying yesterday, this has kind of been the biggest pain in the butt we've had. It's very much overrated, but it is what it is. So what do you say, Jimmy? Time to get some milk? Hey, if they haven't subscribed, what should they do? They should like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, Mr. Black Adventures. Yeah. You want some milk? Yeah.